What's up, guys? That was me trying to start this video, and then I realized, let me take a shower first and then come and do the video. So welcome back to another episode of Life with a New Mother. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is New Mother, aka Mama Fabiana, and I'd like to welcome you to the Life with a New Mother family. If you're new to this channel, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and join the gang. Guys, I've been, what is it called? I want to, of course, remove all this beautiful makeup. Though it looks so, I don't know if you guys can see, it looks so cakey because I've showered. And yeah, I want to take off my makeup as I give you guys 27 lessons that I have learned, or 27 lessons in my 27 years, or on my 27, whatever. 27 lessons at 27. If you're new here, are you new here? Yeah, I did this video when I was turning 25, and I was like, I also need to do this video again now that I am 27. So I'm gonna be doing this as I remove my makeup. So I decided to try this. I bought a small bottle of Nivea Micellar Air water so that I see how it is with my skin, and then hopefully get a bigger part. First lesson: everything starts and ends with you. Happiness starts and ends with you. Your happiness starts and ends with you. You are the main character. You are the main character in your life. You're the main character in everywhere that you feel like your presence is required. Just know that you are always going to be the main character as long as you believe you're the main character. Second point, everything comes from the mind. Everything, literally everything, comes from your mind. Your mind is like the most powerful tool that you can ever own, and unless you know how strong your mind is, you'll never be able to tap into your full potential. Number 3, not everyone that you start your life with is going to be part of your life right now, and imagine that's okay. You need to be able to accept changes, especially when it comes to friendships. You need to, because that's an area where you can see clearly that the people or the friends that you decide to keep end up having like such a big effect on your life, and end up having such a big effect on the type of person that you end up becoming. Because if you have the wrong circle of friends, they're going to mess you up. If you have the right circle of friends, they're going to lift you up. Number 4, make that decision. If it feels right for you, then it is the right decision to make. If it's your intuition is telling you like, you go ahead and do this. Imagine we're backing you up 100%. So now I'm just making that scrub I normally tell you guys about with my cleanser. So I'm just going to make the scrub. Number 5, it is very important for you to accept your shortcomings. Like, as an individual, it is very important for you to accept that you're not perfect, to accept that you have room for change, or to accept that you have room to be corrected. Because once you know, or once you accept the fact that you're not perfect, it is very easy for you to be empathetic and put yourself in other people's shoes to understand where they're coming from, especially if somebody is trying to correct you, or especially if somebody is trying to tell you something that they don't like that you keep doing, but you keep being defensive because you feel like you're being attacked, when that's not really the case. Number 6, live life. Live life fully, live life unapologetically. Just live your life in a way that if you look back, especially in your 20s, if you look back, you'll be able to say like, yes, I did live life. Yes, I did take that big leap. Like, you know, the way we're saying making big decisions. Yes, I did cut off those friends who are not good for me. Number 6, stand for something, or you'll just be going with everything, in the sense that you need to have your own personal opinion so that you can avoid being influenced by other people's decisions. You need to be able to think for yourself, basically, for lack of a better word. Be able to stand up and say, you know what, no, this makes me uncomfortable, this is inappropriate, this is, you know, this does not correspond to my beliefs or to my morals. Like, don't be afraid to speak your mind up. Whether somebody listens, whether somebody, you know, it doesn't matter how somebody is going to react over what you're going to say. The important part is you have said it, it has been heard. Whatever you decide to do with that information is up to you, but I have said it and I've made it clear and I've set my boundary, and that's just how it is. So you have to stand for something or you're going to fall for anything. Number 7, read books. I think the one thing that I'm trying to do more of, especially since I joined this job, is to read more books. More books expand your knowledge. You can have really interesting conversations when you read different types of books, because you can be able to see different types of thought processes, like how people were thinking while they were writing that book, or what they were going through, because anytime you're reading a book, you put yourself in the writer's shoes. Number 8, growing yourself, adding value to yourself, not even yourself, like adding value generally to you as a person. You're a brand. Every time somebody sees you, they see, oh my God, that is Wendy, Mama Fabian, that is Wendy, a flight attendant, that is Wendy, people see you and they put a label on you depending on how you've been carrying yourself. Know your value, maintain your value, and keep adding your value, whether it's like going back to school, whether, like I'm saying, reading books, getting a new skill. For example, like this job, this was not what I studied like in uni. My mom is the one who told me like, oh, you should go like and do this course in cabin crew and blah 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 blah. And yeah, it's a skill that ended up, not even a skill, it's something that ended up getting me the job that I'm doing today. So you might not even get a job with your degree, but you might get a job with the skill that you chose to maybe partake and take advantage of it. So I'm using this vitamin C serum. That's what I'm using, because now it's afternoon, so I'm not going to be using the niacinamide. That's what I'm going to be using. 8, do not care what people think, especially if you're somebody who grew up to be a people pleaser, in the sense that you didn't know how to tell people no, you didn't know how to stand up for yourself, you didn't know what was right, what was wrong, you didn't have any boundaries, like uko tu, like you're just existing. So it is very important for you as an individual to not care about what people say, because hurt people. If you listen to what it's the moisturizer that I'm using. I've showed you guys this in a reel on my Instagram a while back. So this is the moisturizer that I'm using. So people tend to people tend to project on somebody who doesn't have an identity, which takes me back to my point of know your value. If you don't know your identity and you just go everywhere and anywhere, then people will always have an opinion about you, and people will always be willing to tell you, don't do this, and they know you'll follow because they can see. Let me tell you something. If there's somebody that can tell that you don't know yourself, or like you don't know what you stand for, is a manipulator. Somebody who's trying to manipulate you, or somebody who has seen that they can gain something from you or from your life, will always see right through you, because manipulators are the people who are able to read people really well, because they stop, they look, they see how you do your things, and they're like, we are jile, let me show them how you don't think, because that's how you find people being conned. That's how you find people doing things that they're not, that doesn't align with them, but they can't explain to you how they did it. They'll just say, because this person already saw like your weak points. So you'll find that it is very important for you, back to my first point, to know yourself, jijue, so that even when somebody says something about you, it doesn't affect you, because you know yourself. Like, I really don't care what you say about me, because at the end of the day, me na jijua. Nobody in this world has the power. Nobody in this world has the power to dictate to you the type of person that you're going to be, or to dictate to you that you're this, and I'm telling you you're this, so you have to be this. No, that's why you really don't have to care what people say, because taking me to my 9th point, hurt people. When you find somebody is projecting on you, or when you find somebody is behaving a certain way towards you, most of the times it has nothing to do with you and has everything to do with them, because they're projecting. Or if they're not projecting, they're just trying to make you feel bad, or trying to make you feel unworthy, because that's how they feel about themselves. Number 10. It's never that serious, guys. I think the minute I stopped taking things, especially I can say it's never that serious in the sense that don't take everything personally. Not everything is about you.
Back in Nairobi, didn't manage to finish that video because my phone decided that imeja storage, and my phone is currently, I think my phone is 64 GB if I'm not wrong. So yeah, my phone decided storage imeja, so there's no way I could have continued with that video. Lesson 11. Live within your means, beautiful people. Live within your means. Do not live your life trying to impress anyone at any point with anything, basically. Like, you just live your life. Live within what you know you can afford, especially financial wise. We'll not even talk about the emotional and the mental aspect of it, but financial wise, live according to what you can afford. Don't take anything you see on social media to be serious. Just take it with a grain of salt and realize, like, you know what, just because this is happening to this person at this time doesn't mean like my life is so horrible. I have so much more to be grateful for on my side. And there's somebody who sees your life and it's like, oh my goodness, I wish I could live her life. I wish I could have Wendy's life. And you're looking at somebody else's life like, I wish I could have their life. So atushibangi binadamu tuko hivyo. Yani, you just have to learn to dictate your enough. And saying enough doesn't mean like you're not willing to work for more, but you're content with what you have at that moment.
Guys, I'm now in Accra, and I'm going to be doing this part of the video while I'm doing this mask by Dr. Rochelle. It's a vitamin E mask. It's the first time I'm trying this mask. I think I bought it in Dubai and I've never tried it. I bought a couple of them, so I want to try it and see how it works on my face. It says it's for long-lasting hydration. Skin feels hydrated, softer and smoother, especially because on board your skin will dry. Point number 12, travel. If you have the opportunity to, it doesn't even mean like traveling to like really expensive places, but just find a way to leave the country that you're in now, be it Kenya, be it wherever you are from this world. Just make it a point to travel at least once in a lifetime or once in like a couple of years, so that you can be exposed to other people and other ways of living and other cultures. Point number 13, always aim to improve your quality of life. That is another lesson that I learned. Like, it is important for you to always want the best for yourself, even while maintaining your, living within your means and, just living your lifestyle. It is very important that even at that moment, you learn how to improve your quality of life. How can you do that? By improving the quality of your life doesn't necessarily mean like, what is it called? Materialistic things. It just means that anything that will make your life, be more valuable to you. Whatever it is that is valuable to you as an individual, make sure that you put more effort into that, so that you can keep on improving yourself as a person, so that you can always, grow and be different from the person that you were like, a whole year ago. Like lesson number 14, always be kind to other people. You never know what somebody is going through, and I know this is something that people say a lot, but you never know what somebody is going through. You never know who is going to help you. You never know the impact that the other person is going to have, like, on your life. So always make it a point to be kind to other people. Another big lesson, number 15, never be afraid of change. The reason why we're normally afraid of change is because, like I said, you normally have a fear of the unknown. But what you don't know is that that place that you're scared of is where your biggest potential lies, because you're always going to push yourself to want to get to that place that you're afraid of. Like, for you to be able to face your fears, you have to talk to your mind and talk to yourself and be like, you know what, I can do this. Like, I'm scared of this, but I'm going to do it anyway because, I'm trying to prove that I can actually do this. It's where you're like in your strongest mental state, because you believe that you can do anything. So never be afraid of change. Never be afraid to do things out of your comfort zone. Even if other people are saying that, oh, why are you doing this? Never let people project their fears on you. If you decide to do something, do it wholeheartedly. Fanya na kifua yako, Lesson number 16, learn how to keep things private. You don't have to share everything with everyone. Fanya vitu zako chini ya maji. Once you're done with it, even if it's 2 months down the line, watu watakuja kujua, oh my God, when did you do that? Oh my God, I didn't know that. When you learn to keep your things private, you learn how to protect the things that you love from any negative energy, because negative energy is always going to be there. Negative people are always going to be there. You know, most of the times we share things that are important to us because we're looking for either approval or we're looking for validation to be able to move forward. But you don't need validation from anyone but yourself, and you don't need approval from anyone but yourself to be able to make choices about your life. Yes, you can ask for advice, like I said, but even when you're being given advice, just take what you can and leave what you don't need. Lesson number 17. Even while we are, you know, improving our quality of life, please spend that money. Learn how to spend on yourself. Learn how to do things for yourself that make you happy, that will motivate you, that will enable you to keep doing what you're doing to get that money, and to even think of even more ideas of getting more money so that you can keep improving your quality of life. You can keep improving your quality of life, and you can just live in a space where you're so content with where you are. And like I said, you've established your enough, and you're aiming to get your enough, and you know that is enough for you. Number 18, with another lesson that I've learned, is always do everything that you're doing with good intentions and let it come from your heart. Don't do kama kitu unafanya na roho mbili. Imagine heri usifanye, heri tu achane nayo, and you know, just don't do it. If somebody asks you to do something and you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. If you're going to do something, if you're going to help someone, if you're going to do your job, if you're going to be a parent, if you're going to be a friend, if you're going to be a wife, a husband, if you're going to be a girlfriend, a boyfriend, if you're going to be, you know, all these titles that we have in our world today, do it with good intentions and let it come from your heart. Usifanye vitu na roho mbili. Lesson number 19, seek God. Make sure that you seek God in everything that you do, because everything starts and begins with God. You understand? Like, you have to be able to pray, you have to be able to have conversations with God, you have to be able to, you know, sit down and just vent to him and just be like, you know what, like, this is what's happening in my life, you know, and you just be free. It's like you're having conversations. But just, you know, my dad always tells me, like, in everything that you do, weka Mungu mbele. And it's true. When you put God before you, or when you send God before you, he will prepare the road for you and take care of you. Kwa hiyo barabara. So number 20, always be willing to try new things. This can also go with the point of always be, you know, try to seek change and stuff like that. So always be willing to try new things, trying new foods, trying, you know, things that you would normally not do on a day-to-day basis. Like, be willing to try new things, be willing to try new experiences. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to mean going out with your friends. It just means like getting out of your comfort zone again, to be able to just invite new things into your life. Number 21, I know we normally say that actions speak louder than words, but even words speak. So in the sense that, yani, like walevi, they speak the most truth. They speak the truth. They're not acting anything that they're speaking, but they're speaking it, and you know exactly what they're speaking comes from their heart. So always also learn to take people's words for what they are. It's the way somebody can tell you, Aki, I promise you a lie, yani, take my word for it, you know, like, I'm going to do this, take my word for it. Because if I tell you something, especially people who really honor their words, be the type of person who honors the words that they say. Usikuwe tu unaropokwa tu, unaongea tu vile unajisikia. No, honor the words that you say, honor the words that people say to you, and actually respect people's words, respect your words towards other people, because huwezi kuwa tu unaongea vile unajisikia. So number 22, communication. Communication is key in everything. In every aspect of your life, you have to learn how to communicate. You have to learn how to speak your mind. You have to learn how to speak your truth. You have to learn how to speak everything for what you stand for, basically. So communicate in everything that you do. Don't assume that the other person knows how you feel. Don't assume that the other person knows how you're thinking, what you're thinking about, you know, where you're going to go tomorrow. Oh, I expect you to know this, I expect you to know that. No, communicate in every aspect. Hata ukishuku usikie uchungu, ama usikie enye hii style itatokea vile nataka, communicate and say enye hii style itatokea vizuri. 23, take better care of your skin, take better care of your body, just take better care of yourself. Like, jipende, unajua, you buy the right products for your skin, which is something that I've been trying to do. It doesn't have to be expensive products, because they're locally made products that are inexpensive and they work well for your face. So number 24, even when you're taking better care of yourself, eat the right foods for your body, eat the right fruits, avoid sugar. So yeah, that's what I'm doing currently. I'm avoiding taking a lot of sugar. Like, if I was taking, like, I used to drink a lot of sugar. What So right now I'm currently like taking 1 sachet of sugar, or if not 1 sachet, like I just don't take sugar at all. Number 25, lesson number 25, work out. If there's something that has never failed me, if there's something that has always come through for me, it's working out. Let me tell you something, working out, for years I've been consistently on and off working out, and it's been one of the best decisions that I've ever made. Working out makes you feel, it works so many wonders for you, and I don't want to get, you know, all the nitty-gritties about it, but it just makes you feel alive, for lack of a better word. Lesson number 26, which is like the second last lesson. This is just coming from the top of my head in no particular order. Love really is everything. With love you can conquer the world. With love you can be the best version of yourself. Just move with love, the same way you move with intentionality, the same way you move with kindness, the same way you move with all these positive emotions and attitudes. Always move with love. Lesson number 27, never give up with trying to find your purpose in life. Never give up with wanting to have more meaning to your life beyond what is generally been put, like this is what life is about. Always strive to know more. Always strive to know, like, what is my actual purpose in life? Why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? Am I doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing right now? By paying attention to the things that don't make you happy, paying attention to the things that give you, make you feel good about yourself. Those are the things that will guide you to the purpose that you were brought in this life to be. That's basically it, guys. I think I can finish this video here. Whew, it's been chaotic getting to finish this video, but we're finally here. So thank you so much for getting to the end. If you've made it till this far, as usual, love you so much. Yeah, on that point of love, tell people that you love them. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell button so that you can receive a notification every time that I post a new video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to live, love, be anything that you want to be. Bye guys.